Hey Gemini, it's the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and I'm here for a reading for you for October 31st through November 6th. So this is for the week of Halloween or Samhain, as some people know it. This also goes into Day of the Dead, which is technically like it starts on midnight on the 31st and runs through like the very wee hours of the second. But it's when the veil is at its thinnest and we're able to communicate with the other side, which is really cool. So what's interesting though is, okay, so when I pre-shuffled all of the cards that we're going to be using, and I'm clairaudient, I get a lot of messages via, music and lyrics and stuff. And the song that came on shuffle for you, Gemini, was Still Sinking by Any Given Sin. So I suggest Googling that song and listening to the lyrics. Some of the things that I picked up on really quickly because I don't want to dwell on it. I'm trying to save time today. Sweet Salvation, Lead Me to the Edge. I don't want to know what I've been thinking. I'm still sinking. So I feel like there's somebody that's coming out of a state of like depression. I feel like maybe you just recently lost somebody, or you could have also ended a relationship or realized that you weren't going to get somebody back in a relationship. I mean, take it as it resonates. The storyline could be different for anybody. But you're looking for that sweet salvation. You want to be at the edge again, that to feel something, right? But you just don't want to know what you've been thinking. You're not ready to deal with it. You're sad. You're emotional. You're still sinking. You haven't hit rock bottom yet. And you know that you're not ready to be able to communicate and or, engage in another relationship until then, I feel like. I know I just cut these. I was told to do it again. All right. What I'm doing, oh interesting, the cover of the deck popped up on the card, number 7. 7 could be significant to you, Gemini. Okay, this is the deck that I just shuffled is the Santa Muerte Book of the Dead Oracle, and then we're also going to be using the matching tarot deck as well. And then this one that I have right now is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards by, I think, Kyle Gray. Yeah, Kyle Gray. It's a really neat deck, which I love. Ancestors is fitting for, Day of the Dead, where we honor our ancestors and passed on friends, family, and loved ones. Hermit, Retreat, and Recharge. The Hermit card, not necessarily this one, but some of the other decks, has been popping up for a lot of people. It's also Virgo energy. Talks a lot about going into hermit mode is actually, that makes a lot of sense with the song. Hermit mode is going into your shadow, going into the dark to seek the light, to sit still in the dark and to face your shadow side, to face your demons, and then seek that light within. And then come out of it, with a newfound inspiration. Whether that's in a person or in yourself or a new hobby or passion, that's what that's all about. You just can't stay in hermit mode too long, right? But you can meditate and things like that. Beautiful. All right, so, and then top of the deck, number 14, Divination, which is, could be a newfound passion or something that you discover while you're in hermit mode. Okay, so we'll go more into that in just a second. I'm going to lay out all the cards, then we'll go into the messages here. So this is for Gemini, the week of October 31st through November 6th, please. October 31st through November 6th for Gemini. Energy is timeless. If you get this, in January and the message still resonates, then it's still meant for you. Okay, I heard one more. Whoa, they're like jumping out. Underneath the deck, we've got Five of Wands energy going in. You may have had some friction, fighting, passionate energy surrounding you, Gemini, whether it's you yourself, you and 4 other people, or departments or something like that. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be people or whatever, but just a lot of disheveled, passionate energy. Okay, let's go into 3 cards, please, for Gemini. Gemini, please. 3 cards. There's 2 cards. We've got the 4 of Swords, so that's meditation. We've got the Knight of Cups, somebody wanting to come in with a message of love and emotion and feeling. Future, please, for Gemini. Could be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, there's 2 cards. Is it 2? 2 cards came out. You've got the Tower and the King of Wands. Could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, potentially. It's masculine energy. Could be feminine, though. But it's the Tower. And the Tower is destructive energy, right? And it's like a crumbling of something. Somebody could have like announced something or given some kind of news or information that makes it feel like, the Tower is crumbling. But I always say about the Tower, it's also scorpionic energy. And I say that because Scorpio is all about transformation, right? And being able to rise from the ashes of anything. When the Tower happens, it's like the whole building crumbles down, right? But the cool thing is that once that happens, you are able to build a sturdier, more solid type of, building or whatnot, from a stable foundation, a much more solid foundation, when you know that you're doing it right yourself. You also might have strong fire placements within your chart. If you don't know your chart, get a hold of me and we can always look into that. Underneath the deck, you've got Temperance, and that's balance. Sagittarian energy. Could be dealing with somebody that has strong Sagittarius placements somewhere in their chart, but that's the angel. It's like your earth angel. She doesn't have to be a she, but she also doesn't have to be a necessary angel, but she's like that to you, right? And brings balance, and you look at this person, or you might be this to someone, as someone that can potentially balance things for you. Emotions, feelings, work, finance, all of it. Like, look at her. She's like, oh wow, yeah. And also potential to be a star. Could be a star. And right behind that, Queen of Pentacles. It's going to be your Queen of Pentacles, your mama. That's gorgeous energy. Very beautiful. Let's clarify this message, please. When I said earlier that it felt like you were maybe coming out of despair, I just saw the 5 of Cups. That's what that's all about. Maybe coming out of a bad relationship or missing somebody. All right, let's clarify for Gemini, please. The 4 of Swords. Clarify for Gemini. 4 of Swords on Halloween. It's probably too many. Nope, that's exactly 3, and they fell all upside down. So I just saw the High Priestess, but then I see the Ace of Candles, which is the Ace of Wands underneath. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, or it could go this way. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords that just fell, and it's in reverse. And the Nine of Swords is all about, it's like fear and anxiety and nightmares and what keeps you up at night. And now it's in reverse, so it's not as severe or serious, but it is talking about like being careful about, because it's clarifying the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about going within, getting mindful rest, relaxation, meditation. This talks about, being careful not to do it at almost like a dangerous level. Like, you need to not become a recluse. You have to put yourself out there, but also not worrying about things to such an extent that it becomes a detriment to your health. Okay, this is all about communication, but mental communication. And sometimes also in reverse in a manipulative kind of way too. So you may be really astute and into, I don't know why I just heard like dark arts, but maybe you're into that type of thing on a different kind of level. I think just being careful, not falling off your wheel, right? This was in the past though, like past energy, could be present, but what I see, then you have somebody that wants to offer you a cup of love. Could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It's a water sign that's showing here. Doesn't have to be. But then I see a wish. It's the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Like, this person could be your wish fulfillment, but it's in reverse. And I think I said earlier, like, I got the feeling like, if this is from that song or whatever, still sinking, you haven't necessarily hit like rock bottom yet or whatever, you're just not feeling in the mood to like reach out. That's this feeling. Like, this person very well could be like wish fulfillment to you, but you're just not ready to take that step yet, right? And for whatever reason, it's like cups have to do with like emotions, feelings, and being able to express those emotions and feelings. So then we have the Chariot in reverse, and that's like a yearning, a wanting to, or need to go full force and like rush into a situation. This is just putting the brakes on it. And this, they call it the water Uber. It's the sign of Cancer, but it doesn't have to be, water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces again. I feel like, but this is clarifying the Tower. And it's clarifying the King of Wands. So I feel like there was a crumbling of a situation with a King of Wands, or that king-like energy, that fiery energy. And it has put a halt on a potential movement forward with a situation. It doesn't have to be romantic, doesn't even have to be a person. It could be a situation, right? Or a job, or anything. It could be anything. But it's put a halt on a lot of stuff. Doesn't necessarily have to mean it's the end all be all of any of it, right? Because clarifying the Temperance situation, which is balancing, the angelic balance, if you will. This is the Ace of Candles, which is a passionate new beginning. You might have a relationship coming in, or that might be the balance right there, right? That's this wish fulfillment. Like I said earlier, I was sensing like there's a person out there that could actually be like, wish fulfillment to you. It's kind of like mirroring each other, right? Maybe even happening simultaneously, and that's why it feels unnatural, or like you shouldn't be taking that step, when in fact that's exactly the step you should be taking. regardless, you'll be taking it slow anyway. But, All right. Well, then clarifying this spread, this read, is the number 7 could be significant to you, Gemini. But this is for the Santa Muerte Oracle. Ah, la, la, la. Let's see. So it's this is, I told you, I felt like that this could be another like person relationship. There's cups involved. So it's the feminine, whilst the masculine card presents us with a primordial, active, and creative impulse that still has no form or direction. This card is complementary to it, a receptive and feminine basis which, like womb or cocoon, envelops the primitive energy, disciplines it, and stabilizes it by giving it a shape. This shape will consent its growth and evolution, but will inevitably give it morality. The advice of the dead. Take the necessary time to study and meditate before executing your project. Perhaps ask a feminine or maternal figure for advice. So you might be wanting... You might have had a project that, like, I don't know, something came to a halt, right? And you're wanting to do other things or another project, and it's saying seek advice from like a maternal, like a motherly, or feminine energy, and you might be able to get some really wise sound. I just heard sage advice. All right. So then let's read the Hermit. This is the Hermit card. You might be a male who's into meditation. It says retreat and recharge. Maybe that's what you need right now, is a period of, maybe you need to take a vacation for some of you. Okay. Give me a second. I have to find where it's at. 38. 38 might be significant. Take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly to your heart space. The Hermit card is one of solitude and meditation. It represents your capacity to go within and arrive at the cave of your heart. Many of the answers to your problems lie within, and if you don't take the time to connect with yourself and feel comfortable alone, you won't be able to hear the messages that are rising up inside of you. The cross-legged meditation position of the cave-dwelling Sadhu on this card is an invitation to harness the power of your meditation practice. The Sri Yantra symbol behind him represents the union of masculine and feminine energies, hence support from Mother, Father, God. You have been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energies. So you're being guided to take a step back at this time. If you're working on bringing something together, your over-involvement could impede the process, so retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought, even contemplation, before moving forward. Often when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. Okay. And then the next card is divination. Number 14, take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. And this is the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. It's number 14. That could be significant to you. My ear is ringing. It's my left ear. There's different forms of divination. Keywords: guidance, reflection, insight. Cards, tea leaves, coffee, clouds, candlelight, flowers. There are dozens of ways to embrace the art of divination, a practice used to seek guidance from the divine and part of a witch's toolkit for centuries. It is a beautiful practice that can help you see beyond what is immediately in front of you. It can show you hidden dangers and gifts, provides new ideas, and shut down old ones. Divination is a way to seek the advice of the powers that be, whilst also showing hidden dangers and truths. If you have pulled divination, you are being asked to explore your ability to receive guidance from the earth and the divine. Now it's time to go deeper into your practice, and you must learn to trust in your own ability to feel your way into messages as well as your ability to interpret them. This card also means there's a need to take more time to reflect, which is also that meditation, that hermit energy, right? It can be easy to get lost in the day-to-day without taking time to process everything you've been through. Something as simple as pulling a single card every day, either in the morning or evening, can help make sense of the events around you. It can help you see things that you have overlooked or consider something that you would never have otherwise. That's beautiful. I can't talk right now. I think that being able to go deeper into this hermit mode that that Spirit is suggesting that you take is really going to help you seek the answers that you need to address this energy and situation down here. I see a very passionate, very fruitful, like even wish fulfilling connection. The Ace of Candles, I mean, they call that like a passionate new beginning because it's very phallic, like passion, right? That's what that's all about. With a potential earth angel, if you're male, if you're female, somebody that represents, like, godlike, whatever. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Gemini. That said, if you like what you saw, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell in the corner, and that will give you the notifications for anytime my next videos pop up. If you'd like to book a personal reading or sign up for the newsletter, make sure you do so. You can find all of that information in the description below. As you know, it's Together We Grow, Gemini, so I look forward to reading for you in the future. I hope to see you next week. And that said, happy Halloween, and I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.